Hello, welcome once again to the channel for another video in this series talking about Asphalt. Today we have here a guest who I confess makes me a little nervous to talk with him. Such my admiration, and a player who has been a reference to this community for at least 10 years and which the career in Asphalt that is impossible to try summarize in a short introduction like this. So I will just say welcome RpM Alex.
Thank you so much, Simone. Actually, your introduction is amazing and it summarizes everything very well. So good job.
Thank you. It's a great pleasure to have you here, Alex. And let's start to the questions.
Let's go.
So the first question that I do to everyone that come here, could you tell us a little about your story on this franchise, on this Asphalt 9 or Asphalt franchise began?
That's a very, very long story, actually, because as you mentioned in the introduction, I've been playing Asphalt since 2014, so now it's 10 years, as you said. I started playing Asphalt 8, and I decided to play because basically I bought my first iPad when I was at university, and you know, after you study, you want to chill a bit, relax, and I was already used to play racing games. I was a big fan, for instance, of Need for Speed, Underground, I'm pretty sure you know it, or Most Wanted, all these type of games. And yeah, basically I downloaded Asphalt 8 from the App Store. And yeah, since that day, you can see I'm still here. I'm still playing the game quite regularly. We will talk later maybe about how much do I play, but yeah, at the beginning, especially the first year, when I downloaded Asphalt 8, it was really just for fun and just, you know, when you have time every now and then, let's try and play, let's build your own garage, just a little bit, you know. Let's, collect some credits. There were no tokens back at the time in Asphalt 8. There were a few cars. Not very competitive, you know. I don't even remember now my positions during the first year, but I would say maybe top 1,000, probably something like this. Nothing special, at least compared to what happened later, right? But then, you know, I'm a very competitive person, and I started. Everything changed, and this might be very interesting also for your audience. Everything changed when I discovered the existence of Google Plus. So Google Plus was this platform, but now it's closed. But back at the time, it was like kind of Reddit now. So you could join the Google Plus community of Asphalt. Yeah, basically interact with the other players, ask questions, learn from top players. And I discovered that there you could find videos about the best players racing in Asphalt 8, right? So once I watched those videos, I really understood that there was a gap, right? I was really missing something. And those videos could really help me to understand better the game, understand better the routes, the tricks, and so on in Asphalt 8. So I started watching them. I remember, for instance, one YouTuber, I'm pretty sure some of your viewers know, who used to upload videos before me. And I can mention some names. One is for sure Fury Dreams. I really like his style of playing, and really, he was extremely good. He also had a very good taste for music. And but of
Nice.
course, Elite Actor was the reference probably back at the time. The hot dog, so Lucas as well was a reference, and maybe I'm forgetting someone else right now. But yes, those players were really at the top. 2015, and I was starting to watch some of them, trying to learn from these players, because I was really at the beginning and I had a lot to learn from them. And of course, now I'm forgetting some of the names, and I apologize for that. But there are so many YouTubers as well that do not come to my mind now, because time, it's almost 10 years. But that really helped me understanding better the game. And so basically, to contextualize and to summarize, Google Plus, YouTube, the possibility to upload your videos in this platform and watch those videos was already very important for me. And then I remember reading this post from, I think, RpM Liam. I didn't prepare much the answer, so now I'm going really freely. So if I have some seconds of, I'm not remembering the name, I apologize for that. But I remember RpM Liam posting a sort of times to beat to enter into RpM. And I'm speaking about 2015, so imagine how long ago. And I started playing those races, like, let's see how close I am to beat those times. And of course, at the beginning, I was far. I was not as good. But going on, I was getting closer to beat those times till I beat all of them. And I decided to share the screenshots, because 2015, I'm speaking, there were very few apps that allow you to record your screen especially on the iPad. So it was very difficult to record your laps, but you could just take some screenshots. That was enough to prove. And basically, I shared the screenshots with Liam, RpM Liam, about my time, and they invited me to join RpM. So I'm speaking about 2015, 2016. And then everything started there, I would say. So I met a lot of great teammates. Now it's difficult once again to remember all of them, but for sure now I remember RpM Anton, a great guy from Ukraine, living in the US. He was very, very good, and also very motivated in building his garage. So I was in contact with him a lot. RpM Fish, for sure, another great player who guided me quite a lot at the beginning. And now I'm forgetting, of course, someone else, and so sorry for that. But yes, and we used to chat via Hangouts. There was no Discord back at the time.
Hangouts.
You probably remember that.
Wow.
Yes, Hangout. Yes, very interesting app. Now nobody uses it, but back at the time we had our RpM chat over there, and there were great players there. For instance, Lycan, probably some of you might remember him. And of course, when you join, you are a new player. You want to find the best players, try to imitate them, try to learn from them. This is what I was trying to do. And next step was, okay, let's try to open a YouTube channel where I record my lab. And I found a method to record my labs via the MacBook Pro. So basically I was doing a sort of AirPlay sharing of my iPad to my computer, and I was recording the lab on my computer via this AirPlay method. So I could record the video and share it on YouTube. So now I don't even remember. I have to check now with you exactly when it was my first video. My guess is 2016, but now I don't remember. So I will check now. Let's see, because also YouTube changed. There was a way to basically order all the videos. Now I don't. You see, I don't know how to find. No, there was a way. Yeah, if you go to your channel and you order them, yes, and you order them basically, yes. So the first one is 8 years ago. My first video on YouTube, 8 years ago. Oh yes, 4th of January 2016. My first video. So the lap, interesting. McLaren P1.
Wow.
Which was one of my favorite cars in Asphalt 8, and now you have also in Asphalt 9, where in Asphalt 8 the track was Nevada, and now also Nevada
We
is in
have
Asphalt 9.
Nevada. Oh, nice.
Yes. And not a very good race, but for me was very motivating. I started sharing some of my videos in Google Plus to get some, feedback, reaction, engagement. And I kept publishing until some of my laps became good, better and better. And I improved. In 1 year, I improved really a lot. Till I got my first top 1 in time limited event. Now I don't remember exactly the date, but I remember the track and the map. Sorry, the track and the car, which was Dubai, which was one of my favorite maps in Asphalt 8, but not the favorite, as maybe you know. I will comment soon which one was my favorite, and the car was the BMW Homage.
Oh.
If you remember, that's also called Pig because of this pig shape in front. If you remember the yellow car. I'm sure some of your viewers who played or who still playing,
we remember
that car. We remember that car, yeah. So yeah, basically this is how it started. So from Asphalt 8, Google Plus, Hangouts, RpM, YouTube, and of course, then I improved a lot. I also started to get more and more responsibility in RpM in the team because there were some old great players leaving. So there is this new generation coming in. I was one of them. I took a lot of responsibility to try to recruit new players, and we kept really a good level in Asphalt 8. We participated in the tournament. I think Elite won, if I remember correctly, in the Clan Clash tournament organized by Swarai, for sure. Maybe Anthony Jose, myself. Names that are very famous in Asphalt, were very famous in Asphalt 8. Anthony Jose used to share the top 5 runs of the week. Wow. Which also was very motivating for me because I wanted to be featured in the top runs, right? So I was trying every week to make the best run until I got featured. I think my first feature was probably, Tryon in Venice, I believe. A very famous race where the best player back at the time who were Sameroso, Bon Jovi, and who else played there now? I have Arts, of course. Arts. They were competing against each other, and I tried to beat all of them, of course, later. And I shared the lap. So yeah, in Venice, which was my favorite track for sure. Probably, actually, for sure, is my best track. Was my best track. Venice Forward. Where I really had a lot of work records and memories there. So yeah, Asphalt 8 was fun, really. Was very different compared to Asphalt 9. You could grind offline, so really collect a lot of coins. So credits, no tokens. Tokens were introduced a little bit later. And you could really play a lot of S9, if I remember correctly, career races, infinite times, because you didn't have the fuels for the car. The fuels were introduced with certain type of cars, such as the SLK, but Mercedes, but the few others. But majority of the cars were without fuel, so you can really play all day, improve your lap. So the more you
It helps a lot.
motivated. It helps a lot because for players like me, very competitive, motivated, you can just stay there, play till you beat the lap. Now in Asphalt 9, we will discuss later, but you have this mechanism of the fuel, refill, watching ads, or even pay tokens. That is really annoying. Was annoying. Now it's 6 years that we are playing like that, so now we are getting even used to that. But I was really fighting with the developers about this because exactly because of that. So you couldn't really focus on your skill continuously. You had to watch videos and break the momentum. But of course, you get used to this. So to conclude on Asphalt 8, I mean, there are many things, of course, there to be said, but I mean, I enjoyed, as I said, a lot, especially because of the no fuel. But unfortunately, there were no esports. At least there was one Orange event in France where, if I remember correctly, Isla and probably Joker participated, but only for French players, French players. But there were no other esports till 2018, at least, when I left the game, 2019. Except one occasion, I will tell you later what type of esports was at least planned for Asphalt 8. Very interesting one. So yeah, I don't know if you have question about Asphalt 8. I went fast. Also because I guess you didn't play much, so it's a soliloquy, right? But yeah.
Well, I know that you are one of the oldest and most recognized player in the community and have followed the evolution of this franchise. And we can almost say that the history of the player RpM Alex and the history of the game is confused and mixed. And in your opinion, how was this evolution? Can you say that the franchise grows not only in the number of cars and tracks, of course, but in complexity and techniques available?
So yeah, so to keep going also and to connect with the previous question, yes, the franchise for sure grew a lot because when they released Asphalt 9, so basically early 2018, at least the beta version, then in July the worldwide release, they really had big plans, especially the first year, the big plans with Asphalt 9, I remember well. So I will go now through all the events about Asphalt 9 connected to that. So basically 2018, yes, there was this event in Italy, sponsored by Team, where I participated. And they gave away also some goodies, T-shirt, mug, stuff like that. So you can see that the franchise was starting to expand, also having some improving, the visibility, the brand itself. And that was really just the beginning, because in 2019 was probably the year where they really invested the most, 2019, because in 2019, now I don't want to confuse, but I'm pretty sure it was everything in 2019. Yes, esports came in. So incredible experience. 2019, the first esport event was Gamescom in Cologne, which by the way will be again this year in August. Yes, after 5 years from the first event, which I will now quickly tell you. Unfortunately, this year I will not participate because I already planned my trip to Colombia since the beginning of this year. So I cannot participate to Gamescom. I'm very sad about that, actually.
Well,
But
second chance.
yeah, I would have had my second chance indeed, but I will participate in the next one if there will be again. So about the first one instead, the first one was amazing Gamescom. You have also my blog, I think, online that you can see. So I will not go into the details of the experience itself because you have the video for that and many others. But what's surprising was the let's say the connection and the time spent with the other players. I think more than the prize pool, and someone may disagree on this, but I really feel like more than the prize pool was important, and what was nice was gathering together with the players, the time spent with the players, and also with Asphalt team, we also bonded with some of the members and developers of Asphalt. We
I have to do a vlog. Yes, I am. You are there?
Lost in Cologne, please help.
Nice. Okay.
So maybe it's more like this.
Yeah. Guided by Mina.
we get to know more about the game, how they wanted to improve, and what is gonna be released. So all around was amazing. Gamescom itself is an incredible event. So if you ever have the opportunity to go there because it's incredible, it's super big, and definitely you need some days to visit everything. But yeah, about the final, you know what happened. In the group stage, I didn't play so well, and I placed myself second. So I managed to go on, but yeah, not flawless. And I was a little bit unfortunate because I had to face immediately probably the other best player, who was back at the time Tempest Isla. I'm pretty sure you know him.
Yeah.
And it was kind of early final, right? It was I don't remember if it was quarter final or round of 16. Anyway, yeah, we faced immediately. Then I went to the finals, and then in the finals, yes, didn't play so well. Then I also got a little bit of bad luck. I think I wrecked or I got knocked down. I don't remember now, long time ago. But yes, I lost 3-2. Yeah, so a very particular, how can I say, score, because this repeated also in future.
Ouch.
But yeah, the prize pool and money prize was really good
Mm-hmm.
because anyway, second place gave me $5,000, I guess. Yeah,
Oh.
which is almost the prize pool, the entire prize pool for this year. So you can see that in 2019 the franchise
Mm-hmm.
was really growing. Asphalt, actually, Gameless was investing a lot in the
Yeah.
game. Also because the game was amazing. Was, I would say, one of the best in terms of dynamics, physics, also efficiency on a mobile. You could run it without any lag almost in any mobile,
Mm-hmm.
which was very, very innovative for the time.
Huh.
Now, of course, 6 years later, a little bit different. Now, of course, the mobile mobile phone and so on, tablet are much more powerful. But before, the game engine was very new. And yeah, and then they also organized another event, which was in the Vodafone, was sponsored by Vodafone in Milan Games Week, where I also met players like RpM. Actually, I met before Elite Fra, who then became RpM Fra. But I met him, yes, I met in Milan Future Flash.
Oh,
He was
nice.
Phantom, I guess. Then he became RPM after meeting me. So I was also recruiting a lot at the beginning. I was really active in the team.
I
I
can
was the
see.
leader of RPM. Yes, I was the leader of RPM, and I was very active in recruiting. I will speak about RPM soon. So let's just try to finish the Vodafone event. Was another event where, how can I say, bad luck came in. Of course, I made some mistakes, but bad luck came in. I lost in the finals 3-2 again to Future Flash. And the money prize was very high, probably the highest, because I got 7K, but the first prize was 14K. So really huge prize pool, amazing event as well. We bonded a lot with the other players. And what I wanted to, yes, because I forgot to mention this. So basically, these two esports were the highlights, I would say, of probably of my Asphalt career. Yes, because of course then I participated in more than other 10 events, but unfortunately, except Barcelona last year, all of them were offline because of Corona, and they tried to move a little bit more online. So not the same feeling as offline. Another event which I participated in, I was very lucky to do because I got selected, was the legendary trip.
Today I'm going to the Lamborghini headquarters, and possibly I'm gonna drive a real Lamborghini. Don't know which one, but a real one. So it will be really funny to watch.
I am Alex from the RPM team, and now I'm here with the Lamborghini Legendary Trip. The day was just full of crazy things, full of crazy cars that I only have seen through the game, and to see the crazy Terzo Millennio new concept car. I had also the opportunity to test drive a real Lamborghini, so not only in the virtual simulation game like Asphalt 9, but also in a real car, and it was simply amazing, crazy, and legendary. So one opportunity in the life, and you have to take it. Yeah.
I'm not sure if you remember that. Yes, you're smiling, so you remember that. Yes, I mean, that was the highlight probably of, one of the best moments, if not the best moment in Asphalt, because the opportunity that they gave us, because it was also, together with me, there was also ASL Kim from South Korea. We were invited 3 days to Modena to visit a Lamborghini store Lamborghini Museum, the
Ah,
the offices over there, and the headquarters. Essentially, we were inside. We visit everything, also how they build the full chain, the different engines, and so on. And we had the opportunity to drive a real Lamborghini. So that was really
wow. What a
incredible.
dream.
Yeah. What a dream, really, yes. I was so lucky. And there were also a lot of YouTubers coming in.
Mhm.
Of course, now I forgot the names of these YouTubers, but you can find them in the video. So essentially, it was really well sponsored. It was well advertised, and they invested a lot of money on that event. But that was 2018, I guess. Yes. 19 was esports, as I said, and then Corona came in, unfortunately. That most of people do not know, if not anyone. Well, I participated in all the esports ever created. I had to choose something. Now we are coming to the end of the Asphalt 9, right? We are pretty cool in Eternal City, but there are never events in Eternal City. So I still promised to my community one last streaming, and I will do that. Only few people who are watching this video can really understand the type of pressure and stress that you have when you are sit in front of hundreds of people.
We will see the confrontation on the game of the most different driving mode. Touch drives, manual touch on screen, manual tilt, keyboard, controllers.
There are two aspects. One is exploiting the game and dynamics of the game, changing the physics of the game. I should not get people angry at me because I didn't mention them,